Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
The latest issue of Forbes Georgia in English is out. Find out all about the novel, cover stories, leaderboards, ratings, and interviews you will read in the newest edition from Georgy Aronia's teaser.
The latest issue of Forbes Georgia in English is out. Find out what's in the current issue and enjoy an insight into top stories and leaderboards. York Holding Group is on the verge of digitizing the Georgian real estate industry. Amr Alabwas is orchestrating the technological transformation. Read the cover interview I conducted with the chairman of York Holding Group about digitizing the real estate market and how technology allows investors to get higher yields. Georgian intellectual capital is another cover story from the latest issue. I sat with Tamar Gacharia, Chief Financial Officer at CBS Group, to talk about deal-making, motherhood, and leading with empathy. What is spookier this year, Halloween or the upcoming winter? Before we submerge into a negative fantasy influenced by Russian propaganda and imagine an ice age instead of a typical winter, it is important to realize how Western democracies, especially in the EU, are tackling the energy crisis caused by Russia and its invasion of Ukraine. Read about the ongoing energy crisis in David Valavadz's op-ed. Hosting the FIFA World Cup is a costly endeavor. If you want to know how much it costs to host the World Cup, check our leaderboard for answers and consider the costs and revenues of the FIFA World Cup since 1966 to get a clear picture. What are the 150 largest Georgian companies by revenue? Who is leading the race and what are the numbers? Find the rating compiled by Shota Treshelashvili and approved by Grant Thornton in the latest issue of Forbes Georgia magazine. A 300% increase in construction volume in 2022-2023. Beka Khoperia and Apart Development have set themselves a specific and measurable development objective. Read our interview about Khoperia's healthy ambition. Bemoni will have its say in international energy projects. Georgi Mirskhlava starts his interview with Forbes Georgia with a bold statement. His team is currently working on several large projects. What is the possible new reality for the energy sector in the region and the objectives set by his company? You will find answers to these questions in the latest issue of Forbes Georgia magazine. Moving forward at the Abkhaz pace is a feature story by Georgi Sakadze about Khucha Makatsaria, who made his fortune in Ochamchire but lost it with his home in Abkhazia. Continuing his business career in Russia, Makatsaria built pavilions and ran a chain of petrol stations before diversifying his undertakings. Khucha Makatsaria's business assets in Georgia, where he returned in 2008, include Telasi, Tbilisi Energy, Telmiko, Beeline, and several others. Rarely seen in the public spotlight today, the businessman tells the story of his life and commercial activities. 20 years in the market and up to 500 projects implemented across Georgia. The company has around 40 ongoing projects, including the Renewed Regions program implemented in 16 locations. Read the interview with the founder of Dagi Construction, Gogi Gulordava. 30 years of TBC and its technological future. TBC expects to have 7 million customers by 2025, which is almost twice the population of Georgia. We'll reach this target, says CEO Vakhtang Butskikidze as he summarizes 30 years of TBC. M2 has been operating in the Georgian development market for more than 15 years, promising customers a better living. Live your own life is the company's response to modern challenges. Yet that is not all. For more insights into business and economy world, read Forbes Georgia.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.